Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mediocre Reviews and Awesome Brews. I'm your host Tony. Today I'm going to be reviewing Tröegs Troegenator. Label says handcrafted by the Tröegs brothers. Troegenator is a double bock beer. It comes in at 8.2% ABV. Don't know the IBUs on it. Neck label says, we invite you to come visit and tour our brewery on Saturday at 2 p.m. Cheers, Chris and John. Wait a minute. Today's Saturday. And it's 2 p.m. Let's go. Dang. Ain't gonna do that today. Poor planning on my part, so I apologize there. But hey, we got the Troegenator double bock. Let's crack into this. Let's get a better picture on the label. Pretty awesome looking hybrid goat guy there. Got the very interesting Tröegs cap. Get into my old friend, the Nonic pub glass, I should say. Sort of aggressive there at the end. Had to back off just in case. Wow, really good looking beer. Excuse me. Somewhat aggressive pour. Got me about 2 fingers worth of head. Got a really nice reddish colored beer with some orange throughout. Oh, the lighting in this room for some reason today is horrible. Very nice white head, well, slightly off-white, very tight bubbles. Let's go ahead and get a nose on it. Got a lot of malt sweetness in there, as to be expected from a double bock. Just hints of sweet alcohol in the nose. Probably just the alcohol mingling with the malts. Perhaps just the slightest bit of hops in there as well. Let's go ahead and taste it. Cheers. Oh wow. Wow. Definitely malty. Got those kind of caramel malt characteristics in there. Some breadiness, a little bit of a hop bite there towards the beginning around the middle of the palate. Very, very, very slight alcohol warming in the very, very back of the palate, back of the throat, and into the chest as the beer goes down. Definitely some sweetness in there. It's got a fairly thick mouthfeel on it. A little bit of carbonation on the tongue. Not a ton, not to really be astringent and kind of cleanse the palate. But that, ooh. Now as I'm drinking it and talking about it a little bit more, there's a little bit more of a hot bite in there. Not like an IPA sort of a thing, but just a little bit kind of lingering on the tongue. It's a pretty darn good beer. Not the greatest double bock I've had. It's not too overly sweet, too overly sweet like a lot of not a lot, but some double bocks that I've had, they seem to kind of overcompensate and try to kind of balance out the higher ABV with tons of sweet malt flavor. So yeah, the 8.2% ABV, I mean, there is that slight warming in the palate and in the chest. Other than that, and a little bit in the nose, you really don't get much alcohol flavor. I've actually had lower ABV beers that you taste tons of alcohol in it. But this is actually really good. But like I said, not the greatest double vodka I've ever had. Certainly not the most complex, because I'm getting primarily like a caramel sweetness in there from the malts, some bready notes, a little bit of a hop bite. Not too much hop flavor, but just a little bit of a bite on the tongue. And it kind of lingers a little bit there also. Almost I would have to say almost kind of like a typical lager, sort of weird hoppy kind of thing that kind of lingers on the tongue. Something that you don't normally get with an ale. An ale, it's I don't know. I can't really. I know what I'm talking about. I can't really form it into words and tell you guys about it. It's a very good beer. It's tasty, but there are kind of run of the mill. There is just a run of the mill sort of lager, lingering aftertaste that originally turned me off of drinking beer in general. Not as horrible as like a Budweiser sort of lager flavor, but I mean it's a good beer. I'll definitely drink another one or two perhaps. Maybe not tonight. Still a really cool label though. Get points for that. But overall, I'd say scale of 1 to 10, it is a good beer. For a double bock, not hugely complex. There's that bizarre kind of run-of-the-mill lager, macro lager sort of lingering aftertaste that is weird. But the front end of the beer is really, really awesome. So if you were kind of continually sipping on this and had a constant influx of fresh sips coming in, that aftertaste, that lingering aftertaste probably wouldn't be much of a factor. And for the more casual drinker, probably wouldn't be that big of a deal either. Even for the more seasoned craft beer drinker, it's not a huge problem. If you're just sitting here around enjoying a beer, it probably wouldn't bother you whatsoever. I'm sitting here talking about the beer, taking long pauses in between drinks. You got that lingering sensation. It does subside after about 60 to 90 seconds or so. Which is rather nice fact, not rather nice point to the beer. Scale of 1 to 10, not the greatest double bock out there, not too horribly complex. Weird lingering, not horribly lingering, not horribly overpowering, kind of macro lager-esque aftertaste. It kind of just sits on the about mid palate. It's kind of bizarre. I've not had a craft beer that tastes like that before. Huh. There's a weird date code on the bottle that I don't have the patience to translate at the moment. Scale of 1 to 10, I'd have to give it a 6. So it's about a B on the, which would be a B on the scale, on my scale. But hey, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Cheers. This is Troegenator's Tröegs Double Bock Troegenator. Okay, get out of here. Cheers.